Gemini 3 Flash just dropped, and it is fast. Really fast. Nearly as good as Gemini 3 Pro, and on some benchmarks, even better. It's extremely efficient, incredibly cheap, and right now, it might be the best overall model on the planet. Let's start with price, because this is where things get wild. Gemini 3 Flash costs 50 cents per million input tokens. That's 1/4 the cost of Gemini 3 Pro, about 1/6 the cost of Claude Sonnet 4.5, and roughly 1/3 the cost of GPT 5.2. Despite that, it performs competitively across almost every major benchmark. But the one that really stands out is SWE Bench Verified. Flash score 78%, beating Gemini 3 Pro by 2 points, and coming just 2 points below GPT 5.2. And yes, it beats Claude Sonnet 4.5. This model is incredibly good at coding. If you care about speed, quality, and cost, this should be your new default coding model. I've always been a speed maximizer, and this pretty much proves the case. Google is also basically giving it away. It's available inside the Gemini app, across Google Workspace, and even in Google Search, all for free. The Flash series jumped from near the bottom of the Artificial Analysis Intelligence Index to the number 3 model in the world, beating Claude Opus 4.5. That index aggregates all major benchmarks and independently verifies performance. Flash also supports full multimodality. Video, audio, images, text. If you can give it input, Flash can handle it. At this point, Google has firmly cemented itself as the strongest model provider in 2025. The one thing Flash is not, though, is open source. And that's where NVIDIA enters the picture. NVIDIA just released the Neutron 3 family of models. Fully open source, open weights, and extremely capable. If you want to download your model, fine-tune it, run reinforcement learning, and actually own your data, this is the path. Neutron comes in 3 sizes. Nano is 30 billion parameters with 3 billion active. Super is 100 billion with 10 billion active. Ultra is 500 billion with 50 billion active. They're also 4 times faster than the previous Neutron 2 family. NVIDIA didn't just release models. They released tooling, datasets, and infrastructure. Over 3 trillion tokens of pre-training, post-training, and reinforcement learning data. These datasets include reasoning, coding, and multi-step workflow examples designed specifically for domain-specialized agents. Neutron already works with LM Studio, Llama CPP, SGLang, VLM, and is available on Hugging Face. Now, OpenAI wasn't going to miss a news cycle. They just released a new version of their image model inside ChatGPT. This version is significantly faster, supports precise editing, and is roughly 4 times quicker than previous generations. Instruction following is much better. Grid layouts are accurate. Text rendering is clean. Details are consistent. In side-by-side comparisons, the new model shows better composition, better clarity, and stronger adherence to prompts. It's not always night and day, but it is consistently better. Sam Altman even posted an example himself, which should tell you how confident OpenAI is in this release. Next, something I absolutely did not have on my 2025 bingo card. Zoom now has a frontier-level AI system. Zoom's federated AI scored 48.1% on humanity's last exam, beating Gemini 3 Pro, Claude Opus 4.5, and GPT 5 Pro with tools. This isn't a single model. It's a federated system that routes prompts to the best underlying model using Zoom's proprietary scoring architecture. And surprisingly, it works. Now for some disappointing news. Bernie Sanders has called for a moratorium on building new AI data centers. I strongly disagree with this position. A data center moratorium would effectively hand the AI race to China. It would hurt American competitiveness, innovation, and national security. Instead of stopping infrastructure, we should be expanding energy capacity. Data centers create jobs. Energy infrastructure creates jobs. Electricians, engineers, architects, contractors, these are real, valuable roles. Blocking data centers solves nothing. Next, more OpenAI news. Apple Music is reportedly coming to ChatGPT. Soon you'll be able to generate Apple Music playlists directly inside ChatGPT using natural language. Adobe is also integrating Photoshop and Acrobat natively into ChatGPT. ChatGPT is rapidly becoming the default entry point to the internet. That's a fundamental shift in how people interact with information. According to the information, OpenAI is also in talks with Amazon for a $10 billion investment at a valuation above $500 billion. This would help OpenAI fund massive infrastructure commitments, including $38 billion in server rentals over the next 7 years. In practice, OpenAI is trading equity for compute, GPUs, TPUs, and custom silicon like AWS Trainium. Whoever controls compute, controls scale. Finally, Meta released another open-source model in the Segment Anything family. SAM Audio allows you to isolate, extract, and manipulate audio from videos and recordings with a single click. Voices, objects, environments, fully open source, open weights, and that's it for today. If this breakdown helped you understand where AI is actually headed, consider liking and subscribing. I'll see you in the next one.